The following program is video supplemental instruction. VSI is brought to you by the Teaching Center, UF's Learning Support Center, www.teachingcenter.ufl.edu.
Okay, I'm going to work through problem number 2 for Physics 2020 Midterm Exam 1. And for this particular problem, I'm going to be referring to the formula/review sheet by QIU Physics 2010 for Midterm Exam 1 2010. So basically this is the formula sheet that is given for the Exam 1. I'm going to be referring to this formula sheet as we're working through the problem. So if you have this formula sheet available, it will be useful in order to follow along. Okay, so let's look at the problem. And it says, Professor Mizell lives 7.5 miles from campus, and he takes 25 minutes to make this trip. What is his average speed in kilometers per hour? And so I guess the approach for physics problem in general is to basically read the problem statement and make sure that you understand what they're asking in a problem statement. And also there's going to be information that's given to you in the problem statement that's going to help you solve the problem. So if we look at this problem statement, we look at the information that's given, and we'll see that he lives 7.5 miles from campus. So you've got basically, let's say this is campus here, and let's say we're just drawing a small diagram. And we can say that the distance between campus and where he lives is 7.5 miles. Okay? And it says that Professor Mizell takes 25 minutes. Okay, so the time it takes to get, to campus is equal to 25 minutes. All right? And we want to determine the average speed. So we want to know the average speed, and we want to find that in kilometers per hour. Okay? And so we can look on our formula sheet here and see if we have a formula that will help us find the average speed, and in fact we do. If you look at your kinematic equations, you'll have the average speed, which we'll call v bar, okay, is equal to your displacement, or your distance x, divided by your time t. Okay? And so in this particular problem, we are given a displacement which is 7.5 miles. Okay? So our x is equal to 7.5. We're also given a time. Our time, t, is 25 minutes. So all we basically have to do is substitute this information into our equation. And so we have 7.5 miles divided by 25 minutes. Okay? But we have a problem because, well, it's not a problem. We have, we need to basically convert the answer into kilometers per hour. And we can simply do that by looking also on the formula sheet, which we have some conversion factors here. And we can simply just substitute in these conversion factors. And we know that there are 1.61 kilometers for every mile. Okay? And so that our miles will cancel out. And we know that there are 60 minutes for every hour, so our minutes cancel out. And when we do our calculation, we find that we get 28.98, which is approximately 29 kilometers per hour. Okay, so this is the equation we pulled from the review sheet, from the formula sheet. Okay, and after substituting in the information that was given for the problem, we could directly substitute that into the equation, and then we simply just needed to use the conversion factors, which we also pulled from the formula sheet, to find the average speed, which is 29 kilometers per hour.
The Teaching Center, UF's Learning Support Center, www.teachingcenter.ufl.edu.